Okay, so again, I'm trying to be quick. This is something that the Lord showed me in a dream earlier this week, and I just been kind of reflecting on it. Like I said in the previous video and on the live, one of the hardest things for me was accepting how I was treated by my blood family, like my whole life, right? How I even allowed them to continue to treat me once I got to the age where it was like, you know, like, so that has been one of the hardest parts of my healing journey. In a dream, the Lord was basically showing me that my family had been my training ground. Okay, now this was in the positive light, but also in the negative light. In the dream in particular, he was showing me, and I don't mind sharing this with y'all because everybody knows this, my second degree, my master's degree, is in project management. And it was really quick early on in getting that degree. I was like, oh, this is who I naturally am. I'm a project manager. I like to get tasks done, like A to B. This is how we're going to do it, and this is how it affects cost, schedule, and performance. Okay, I just summarized the degree for y'all, right? And so everybody knows that. And I love coordinating and doing things like that. I love doing that. So planning, really organized, and they was complimenting me on my organization this week, actually. So the Lord was showing me that the reason I'm able to do what I'm able to do, and also I love doing what I do, is because I get that practice with my family from actual family events. But like being the oldest daughter, the joke is the oldest daughter is the manager. Again, project management. That's really how it felt. I've always been the one that had the eyes to see like what everybody got going on, and like, well, if we do it like this, it'll be easier for everybody. If we do it like this, it'll be more efficient. We can't forget this, we can't forget that. Like, that's how I am. So that's what he was showing me in a dream, and I feel like that's related to work things in this season of my life. But in conversation and just the live and stuff, and reflecting in prayer time and meditation and stuff this week, my family has also been my training ground for how I would be met with different hate and things in other places. Okay. And it's not to say, you know, like, oh, I was put here so I would. No, I told y'all that was a key to it. Like, if I can get over, if I love them so much to where I can figure out how to get over all these things, get to the other side of those things, and still have love and forgiveness in my heart, if I can do it for them, I can do it for other people. So, Meg, what do you mean? How I've been treated in my family, and y'all know on this channel, we talk about God putting us in different arenas, God making us superstars. That's part of having to accept the reality behind who I am, right? My family were the first people to gang stalk me, spiritually stalk me, and be obsessed with me in real life. Follow my social medias. Where the balloons coming from? Follow my social medias, follow them in and stuff. I follow, like, that's just like more older type of experiences. If they were my first bullies, facts. If the folks who was supposed to nurture me and look out for me was always making shady comments, saying slick stuff, praying on my downfall, taking their life frustrations out on me, that had no self-control when it came to me. Do you hear me? And why would I not be able to handle that in other arenas? So what are the other arenas? Okay, church, workplace. And Lord is showing me, like, on a systematic level, Megan, spiritually, okay, you know how to go in and disrupt and dismantle. You understand that that's your assignment. Remember when I told y'all, like, when you have pure hearts, you got to be okay with the cleanup jobs? I do that in every arena of my life. So if I can handle that on any level, community, work, even when you start talking about just the world, within my region, within my God-given territory, whatever it is you're talking about, the area, the industry he's calling you to, if you can handle all that with your family, I'm pretty positive you will be able to handle that in the workplace. Like, baby, you're not doing or saying nothing somebody in my blood family ain't already did, right? And so it was my training ground for all of it. My family was my training ground for life, period. Because people are going to be people regardless. And that's what it has to default back to. Hurt people are going to hurt people. Okay? And that's what it's going to come back down to every single time. So remember that. I'm trying to help change our perspectives on that, because I can see the Lord trying to change mine on that. They was my training ground. I know how to handle that. I know what to do with that. But it also was the area that allowed me to grow in my gifts and develop my gifts, because my environment, my circumstances called for it. You get what I'm saying? But know that if you was disrupting and dismantling strongholds, like if you was disrupting the curses and dismantling the strongholds in your family, don't be surprised if God is sending you literally everywhere else like that. You're gonna be doing it. That's who you are. I was picking up on that again the last 2 weeks. You're a disruptor. You are a disruptor. As a child of God, as a chosen child of God, you are a disruptor. You disrupt the norm, right? You expose without even trying, because you bring him, like, that's why I think I be getting turned up when we talking about unity, because I'm like, actually, God, Jesus divided, actually, because you either with me or you ain't, right? And so I feel like I come into places and it's like, you either with the Lord or you not. Even if you're talking about church, religion is not with God. That's not God. Religion is what did all that to Jesus. Relationship with Jesus is a different story. So you disrupt everything, and that's a part of my reality that I'm having to absolutely wholeheartedly accept right now. So I pray that helps, gives you some kind of like a mindset shift, some perspective, and you don't be mad about it. It is what it is. Okay, so I love y'all, and just know that your family was your training ground. Some of y'all should get excited, because it's like, think of where he's about to take you. Think about how hard, if hell had to try you that hard through your blood family, where is he taking you, and where has he called you to? Who has he called you to? You get what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. If that was your training ground, if your family had to be your training ground, where is he taking you? How you think obsessed fans act, right? Or people that's just full of hate and obsessed with you, how do you think they act, right? Think about all that. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.